Yeah. Unreal. Bro, give him a hug.
Whoa. You lift? You lift? Wait.
That's how I'm trying to feel.
Oh God, that was a real deal. Nice.
Yeah.
Fire.
I'm really about to real quick.
How are you? Come on, yeah.
St. Patty's Day come.
President What's up, man?
Y'all going from Philly?
Yeah.
Jersey, boy, yeah.
Jersey and Philly. I was telling Tieta how I was out here for the bars and the Cali bars and to get licensed to become a lawyer.
Jeez!
So
Talk to me.
I'm saying like Goodcompenny lawyer in the works. Yeah. Do y'all have a lawyer?
Yeah, his name Bilal Chatilla, but I don't really use him. I be reviewing all my own contracts and shit. Like I only upsend it if something I truly don't get, but usually I make everybody do short form simple agreements for me. I don't do contracts that I gotta get translated. So.
And you know that's so dope. How do you work that? Like if you're doing big artists or big venues, how do you maneuver it in
I'm LARUSSEL'S.
simple terms?
It's like I'm not going to do it if I can't understand it or do it the way I want to do it.
That's love.
And that's the only way it's going to work.
I respect that.
Yeah, you have to, because it's like they add all that jargon and try to confuse you. And it's like if we just had a conversation and I understood everything, I should never get a contract and now I'm confused. So
Yeah. I honestly think that's part of the reason why like contracts exist. So that people don't know what they're signing. That's what, I mean, they used to whoop black people out of their land through land deeds and put shit in there because they knew that niggas couldn't read. It's like, that's exactly why it exists. Before that, it was handshakes and you had to keep your word or a nigga didn't trust you as a man. But now you don't have to keep your word because you can be like, well, we're in the contract. And that's what whole niggas do, you know? Yeah.
What we doing today? We gonna get some pieces for the show?
Yeah, so here we had a couple things in mind. One thing was inspired by you. You posted something for rent due, right? And you were kind of saying like giving out rent relief, post something that reflects what you do when the rent is due, right? And I was thinking of doing something like that for SMS. So like not that, but we want to have a poet open up for you. So we've never, a part of what SMS is doing is like creating a space for poets that never existed. Poets don't get to open up for people like you. That's not a thing that exists. So maybe having you say something like, yo, I'm looking for the hottest poet to open up for me. Tag and follow SMS, tag and follow me. And then we go from there, like we'll review and maybe we'll have like the top 3 and then you can choose who you want to open up for you. How does that sound?
It's 429?
Yours is 428.
Shit.
You good?
That bit choke.
427.
427?
Yeah, 27.
Hey, Philly, I'm coming home April 27th. I'm performing at SMS, the Poetry Summit, and we're looking for the most fire poets in the city. If you're in the city, around the city, and you want to open, and you got some fire spoken words, some fire poetry, we putting it together. Put your submissions in, tag me, tag SMS. This is Visionary. She putting this shit together, bringing a real nigga to Philly. You know what's going on. Yeah, tag us. Post your poems, post your spoken word. We want somebody fire to open up that represent the city and what we doing. You heard?
Period.
Okay.
We wanted to ask you how you get people to invest in something when you're just getting started. Like, how do you get people to buy in when you're just, at the
Features tell, benefits sell. If it benefit me, I'm going to invest. If it don't benefit me, I'm not. So the only way to get people to invest is to make it beneficial to them. People bought stock in LaRussell because they were able to get paid into perpetuity from it. You feel me? Anything you can make benefit you. I'm only going to buy a gym membership if I know I can get in shape the way that I desire. You feel me? So it's like you have to make it mutually beneficial. A lot of us sell things that's like, we only win if we get the sale. But what about the nigga who bought it? You feel me? So it's like you have to make it beneficial to get that investment or get that support. And beyond beneficial of like, yeah, you get to wear Air Forces. You know, it's gotta be deeper. It's gotta be deeper, and that's the only way. That's how I look at it. Like, I only invest in people that's like, when I met Splash, he had shown me this video, and I was like, that ain't it, but I see it, and I knew what he could do for me, and that's what enabled my investment. You feel me? So somebody has to see it and be like, damn, that's gonna really, you know, it's gonna really change my life. If it's not there, it's gonna be hard to get somebody to make that level of commitment because they got a million things in their life that they could invest in.
So from the jump, right from the beginning, always think about both sides.
Always thinking about the person on the other end. It's like when you come, my backyard shows, you pay one fee and you get to eat. It's a jumper there for the kids. You get a meet and greet. You get to see my mom. You get to smoke. All of that shit is incentivization. Like every time I do something, even when I sell my albums, it's like we add perks to it. If you buy it early, you come with a documentary. You come with some style. You come with this. You feel me? Like you should be incentivizing the buyer all the time. You know, like you have to. You have to.
And not get worried about, like Tieta was just saying, sometimes stepping into her limelight right now is scary because it's like you don't want to come off corny. Some people don't care, and that could be a good thing, right? Because like they don't care. They care for 2 seconds and it doesn't matter. And the people who do care, that's your tribe. But how do you not let that dictate your content and your name? Or do you care?
I don't consider it.
Do you care at all?
I don't consider it. It's like, and my content is my life. So unless my life is corny, it's not nothing I have to worry about. And sometimes it is corny because I'm a corny nigga at times. And that's just what it is. I'm not trying to run from what it is. I think that's the thing, like people end up inauthentic because they're running from what they truly are. I don't. I embrace what I truly. I got chased by a dog the other day and I shared it. Like I embrace that. The most niggas, that's the shit that's like you can't be seen in any position other than your powerful one. But it's like I embrace every wave of me, and I think that's the only way to make authentic content is to not try to make authentic content. That just has to be. It's like this is going to be a content and a piece that gets to go in this conversation. You just have to be, right? Like you can't act right, you gotta be right. You know, it's as simple as that. You just have to be in it. There's no way to go around it. Sometimes we're just thinking too much about everything that don't matter. It's like, nigga, if you make corny content, you're corny, and that's okay. Embrace it. You're gonna find niggas who love corn.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, the Mexicans on the corner getting their paper. We love corn. It's so much building you have to do first before things start to make money, bro. Like that's how it goes. And it's years. It's years. It's like I live in a compound that I gotta constantly pay on, you know, like it's gonna be years before I'm in the black. It's like, oh yeah, this is now.
But it's worth it,
you know. But it's worth it, right? Because the things you gain outside of that monetary value is what's gonna be impactful.
I feel like sometimes meeting people, you know, meeting your heroes and your celebrities that you look up to, it could go either way, right? But with you, I could feel the energy. It's been a pleasure, yeah, and I can tell who you have around you, like that you're good people. Even just meeting you outside, I'm like, oh yeah, his energy's top tier. So you can't fake energy.
Right.
You cannot fake energy.
Right.
So you can say the right things, but your energy is gonna say what it needs to say. So it's been a pleasure.
It's gonna reflect it.
Yeah, you're a real one, and I think you deserve to be in this position. And I think the influence that you have on me, on them, on everybody in this community, outside of it, like it speaks volumes to who you are. So thank you for being you. I hope you stay true, and I hope God continues to bless you.
Sounds like you hit the nail on the head. You feel
I
me?
do think that it is something to consider, what he was saying, like a once a month kind of thing. Because like we were talking about how difficult it is to get like an arena show. to get 100,000 or 80,000 people on one day at one point in the year, it's so much easier to get 1,000 people 10 times out of the year, you know?
I'm going to Seattle. We used to go in the cities and do one show, right? But now I'm about to go to Seattle. I'm staying for a week and I'm doing 3 residency shows. Wow. And all the tickets been selling versus me trying to get everybody in that one day. Right. I'm still selling the same amount of tickets, but I got more people who can attend now. So it's like when you build that frequency, and when you build that frequency, it gives you more leverage in data. Because every time you do one, you now have a data set that say, oh yeah, we generated that off that one. Now you can go pitch to somebody. But when you only do it once a year, imagine trying to hit a home run and you only get to go once at bat. It's like, nah, keep going to that plate and knocking it, and eventually that culture just builds up to where it's like, no, this is our thing and this is our structure. And I think that's what will really start giving it that, to where you could do one really big thing a year and then do these micro things that lead up to it and build that buzz around it, you know?
Well, that's crazy. We kind of experimented with that this year as well. We did 2 events, I believe, right, up to this point?
Yeah,
we had one in December. It was in support of an organization called Women Against Abuse. And we had...
Oh, the entry ticket was a donation item for the homelessness shelter that was supporting people who had been victims of domestic violence. So that was dope. And it's never, that's what I'm saying, it's not about money. It's just, I want to pay my team. Like,
but you're also building with people who are like, it's bigger than the money for them too. And when it comes, it's gonna come. It don't.
You right.
And
you're more concerned with it than they are.
Yeah, you right.
Good when it comes. It's like, nigga, Tieta moved out here. We didn't have shit going, you know. Like, we knew what we were going to do, and it's like we've all experienced wires and amounts that we've never seen prior to this. But that's just like that comes from building, and you go years without being able to do that before. It's like just finish high school.
The money gonna come. You don't even gotta think about the money, because it's gonna come. That's one thing that's gonna come. But being able to build something impactful is like, that's where your focus needs to be, and that's how you build something where the money is like, damn, I didn't even think we were gonna make this much.
Money is an issue within your team too. You have the wrong team.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm just let you know that early. The moment money becomes an issue within your team, you have the wrong team. It's like, oh, but money, it's like you got the wrong people around you. They have different values and ethics than you have.
You can't build in the areas where you really need to be building when you focus on money.
It's
like you gotta leave that to the folk who not worried about building what you're trying to build. Because they already focused on money and they got that lane figured out. It's like when you're focused on something deeper and bigger, the money just comes. That's the one thing you don't really have to worry about.
You know what? You're speaking facts. Because we actually lost 2 people because, you know, they wanted to get compensated. And I started getting anxious. I'm like, damn, like, I don't want to lose. My team is amazing.
You didn't lose 2 people. You gained space. You gained 2 spaces. Right. For new people, you ain't lose nobody.
Right.
Y'all are preaching. I needed this. I didn't even know I needed this, but I needed this. So I'm glad it happened. Yeah.
When money is the driving force, it's like nasty energy.
Yeah.
It's nasty energy. It's like, bro, money is like,
it's never
it's
enough.
just a tool. Yeah, and it's just a tool.
Never have enough, right?
Yeah. And then you lose sight of what really matters. Like why you
start doing events for money.
Right.
And then your events start deteriorating because all you're thinking about is, well, we won't be able to make money on it. And now you can't get the right people, you can't do the right things because you're so concerned about turning a profit. It's just like,
it's like that energy we was talking about. Yeah. You could tell when you go to a show, when you go to something and it's for money. Everything you gotta pay for water. I gotta pay for a water cup. It's like, bro, you know, when you go to restaurants like that and they're like, it's $1 for a water cup. Like, are you serious, bro? Yeah. For water? You just, that can't be it. And people we was talking about that last night. People are gonna go above for you because they know how many times you went in the red to give them a great show. Yeah. Like, people take care of LaRussell beyond what you would even expect because they know how much he's given. You gotta give to get.
I built this whole room. It's like, I haven't really made money off this room, but I've had Pink Sweats here and AD and a lot of impactful people that make the space very, very valuable, and it only builds in value. And that didn't come back in the form of money, but it came back in the form of love that allows me to continue to do it for the rest of my life. And that's where it's
invaluable.
Invaluable.
Yeah, you know how many people are selling their souls every day for a paycheck and you just doing what you love. That's a blessing.
Yeah. Making more money than them niggas too.
Yeah.
Hey, you have to set that precedent, you know. I never worked with niggas who would never. So where y'all staying?
Word. We were staying in Tenderloin at a hotel down there. Why you laughing?
But I was like, what was the?
Yeah, yeah, we didn't know.
We didn't know.
For sure. Appreciate it. Hello. What's up, dog? How you feeling?
Good, good.
Nice
good.
to meet you.
How you doing, Dewan?
Together.
What's happening? How's it going?
Good, good.
LaRussell. Nice
Sean
to
at
meet you.
DJ Two Scoops.
What's going on, brother? LaRussell. Nice to meet you. Chelsea? What's happening? I'm well. How are you? Yeah.
So we're sitting up in here. You guys are local or you came in?
I'm from Vallejo.
That's nearby, right?
Huh?
I'm from LA, so I don't know.
Oh, you're from LA? Yeah, yeah. It's like 45 minutes from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yep. I've known Tieta for 3 years now. I just met Splash last year, the Splash little brother. We just met last year, so yeah.
So how'd you find him? You put out an ad on LinkedIn or something?
No, I just I be working and walking in my path, and then they just show up.
Okay.
You know, the magnet attract people, and they just connect it.
I believe that. I say I put it out in the universe.
Right.
The universe responds.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Anytime the person over the company doesn't want to sit and have discussions with us directly, that's be kind of like an auto pass for me now, because it's like, well, damn, y'all not that interested. You feel me? Like I say, I don't just want a nigga money. Like I want people that genuinely care about what we building and who gonna show up, you know, consistently. So, but other than that, I mean, and just liberation, creative freedom and liberation for us to do whatever we want. That was the problem with Intuit. It's like they were trying to get the black community, but they just wanted a black face. They didn't want a black voice. And it's like, we can't get at, you feel me? It's like, I'm gonna do it the way I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be authentically myself. I'm not here to just show up as a black person and say, hey, come rock with this company because they like me, you know? So it just gotta be authentic and real, because we building real authentic shit. It's like everything that we do happen with or without the support. So it's just like, if someone's gonna come in, it has to be in alignment because we don't need it.
Finished though?
It's over. It's getting close to over, buddy.
Landscape. So she wanted to be involved in the landscape, right?
Sick.
She's in all these
Sick.
flowers. Can I go?
Sick. Getting checkmated and all type of shit.
The gardener comes every other week. So, and don't attract lizards, because lizards scare me. I won't go in my house. So, yeah, they end up coming in the house. I know. The little ones, I know.
I'm gonna wrap him up.
Don't do lizards. But she, you know,
I'm
she
gonna wrap him up. Oh yeah. Scene.
It's over
And
with.
scene.
Checkmate. That's checkmate.
Yeah. That was good money. That was good money. Good shit.
God. Serious. Come on. Good.
That was good. You ain't even play T yet, huh? You don't be having no remorse.
I bet.
My job was my first investor. I used to go to work, and I worked 15, 16 hours, and every time I got paid, I made sure I put it into what I wanted to do. And eventually, I built a big enough nest out of the nest that they were allowing me to build to go, you know, on my own. So through work, sometimes like people look at their job as a negative because they don't want to be there. But when you look at it like this is the person invested into your journey, you get to build off someone else's capital until you're ready to use your own. I wasn't always in the mindset of like I could do this myself. But once I got into the mind frame, which was like 2018, I quit my job the next year in 2019, and I knew what I wanted to do and how I was going to do it.
About networking, connecting with our people and all of that. And so I'm going to take that a step further. What do you see your role is, as in the economic development of your people or your city? What do you feel like you have responsibility there, and what is that responsibility?
So I partner with a restaurant called Momo's at Home, and every year we just kind of buy it out and allow everyone to eat and pay whatever they want. And we're just always outside helping the kids. Like, we were shooting videos one day, and these little kids came up, and they ended up helping us with the video. Like, we let them direct, so I was like, one of them had like an old scooter, and I was like, I'm gonna go get y'all bikes, you know? And the excitement on their face and the energy when we drop those off, it's like everything. And my biggest thing is like, where you live is your home. In the same way that you take care of your actual home, that has to be the same for your community. You wouldn't let nobody come in your actual home and destroy it and mess it up. So you have to apply that same fact to your community. Like, I live here, I be outside. So for me, I have a due diligence, you know, that is my job.
I think what precedes pivoting and what precedes all the things that you've talked about is like an unwavering belief in yourself. So how do you get like that? Or is that something you're born with?
Man, I don't wish for anything I'm unwilling to work for. So for me, everything just feels very finite if I know I just have to do these things. Like, the only thing that's gonna come between it is me. You know, it makes it too easy to not go for it. Yeah, that was a good one.
So we're partnering with them as well. So we might pull you back in.
Yeah, for sure. Love it. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
Can I please get a picture?
Come on, of course.
With her camera, because I'm like your biggest fan. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I love it.
Yes.
Appreciate you. What's
my
happening?
daughter,
How are
I'm
you?
gonna meet him.
How are you? Come
Nice
on.
to meet you.
Mutual.
We gonna be at some of your backyard.
Please
shows.
do. Please do.
That part.
Of course. Love. Gratitude. Pleasure. I'm well.
I feel like the last time I seen you was like in 2019 when we did an event together in like West Oakland. It was like Tessie, like everything.
Yeah, but the fest.
Yeah, it was like, I forgot what's like, I can't remember what it was called, but what I can say, it's been like a testament to just see like how you have blossomed.
Wow.
Right? Because I think back to that, I was like, damn, I remember when I first seen you perform, I was like, oh yeah.
I love it. Gratitude.
I can say